Hello everyone, and welcome to the second ever episode of Cobalt's Critiques, where I constructively criticize your favorite Roblox games. Today, I'll be tackling one of the Roblox community classics and the best game in the one versus all genre, Jailbreak and Murder Mystery 2. I'll go over what they do well and what they don't to give each game a final ranking at the end of the video. I'll be switching it up this time and starting with the more popular game of the two, Murder Mystery 2. Everyone who plays Roblox should know about this one. With an amazing 10-year run, dedicated fanbase, and addictive gameplay loop, MM2 has all the traits of a long-lasting game. The goal in this one is to survive by any means necessary. Whether that be avoid being the killer's next target, killing other players to make sure you win, or using context clues to suspect and shoot the killer. There are a variety of different maps, but each game is essentially the same premise. The only difference is the change in roles every round, which really helps keep the game from becoming stale. What I really like about MM2 is that for every round you survive, your chances of becoming the killer increase. The cool mechanics like the knife throwing and the mobility of the maps can aid all three roles, and the game never feels too unbalanced. You can also earn coins for every kill you get, so the sheriff has plenty of chances to shoot the target. All of this and more is why MM2 is still on the front page, despite the many changes Roblox has gone through this past decade. But every game has its flaws, and I'm about to go over the ones that hurt this game the most. Starting off, the hackers in this game are outrageous. I only see them once or twice per session, but they ruin the game for everyone in the lobby. There have been crackdowns to prevent this, but some still slip through the cracks. This isn't a deal breaker, but MM2's crate gambling sure can be for some. A major part of MM2's player base sells the items they get from in-game crates on the black market, and there really hasn't been anything to stop it. But back to the gameplay. While the huge amount of maps is good for the game, a lot of the newer ones are too big for the killer to, kill everyone. Also, half the maps are just sequels to existing maps, so that doesn't help either. Even though it's lasted for over a decade, it barely gets substantial updates anymore. Just bug fixes and the occasional new map, I guess. Lastly, despite MM2 being fun to replay, if you don't like it in the first few minutes of gameplay, you probably won't like the game. It really is just the same game but on a different map most of the time. While it is fun to memorize the layouts and finally get the killer role, some people would rather just get to the fun part without having to wait. But that's all I have for the world's most popular murder mystery game. The ranking will be at the end of the video. Now it's time for the game we run from the law, Jailbreak. This game is a little more complicated, so here's a detailed rundown of what it's about. Jailbreak is a game where you take on the role of a criminal in jail. At the start of the game, you get to choose between prisoner and police. If you choose criminal, you must find a way to break out of prison in various ways, and use a car to hightail it to the nearest place of interest. The police enforce the law and catch criminals in the act, making sure nothing gets robbed. Just like in MM2, both classes can be balanced if there are no cheaters. The neat thing about all the places in Jailbreak is that they're all interactable. From the cities to ancient ruins, this game has everything you would find on an actual island. With its two unique cities and its vast open land, it has a very expansive and replayable open world. Just like in real life, money is the currency used here, which is being earned by robbing areas and arresting criminals respectively. Its gameplay group is well thought out, and it has more of a straightforward progression system, which I enjoy. There are downsides though, and this time they are much more catastrophic than the other games I've covered. Even though this game is less popular, sometimes it feels like there are more hackers in this game than most. For starters, hackers in this game are much more of a nuisance this time around. They fly across the map, instantly handcuff people, and more. The devs haven't properly implemented a good antivirus to combat this, so no wonder most people just play the game on private servers. In terms of actual gameplay, however, there just needs to be more locations to go to. As a semi-veteran of this game, I've seen just about everything it has to offer. It seems like we've gotten more removed than added now, and it severely hurts the game overall. Locations also don't get revamps often, so nothing feels fresh anymore after a year of playtime. Not saying the locales are bad, just saying after a while they need to be updated. Lastly, do you remember what I said about the teams in Jailbreak being balanced? They're actually anything but that, because it's way too easy to win as a prisoner. It's actually so bad that most hackers play the game as a police class because they can't catch any prisoners normally. The prisoners can just take everything the police have, and the prisoners don't have an equivalent for the police to take. It makes the game very unbalanced, especially for new players, which is the main reason why the game has such low player counts. While both games are flawed in some aspects, I wouldn't be talking about them if they were completely failed at what they tried to accomplish. Now it's time for the rankings. I'll also be ranking all the games I critique from a scale of 1 to 10. This is just my opinion, so feel free to comment down below where you would rank these games. Murder Mystery 2 for its replayability but lack of new aspects scores a 7.5. While Jailbreak, for its innovative gameplay but horrible hacking and balancing issues, is rewarded with a 7. I like all of these games, but I never said I would go easy on them. Thank you for watching me rank Roblox games I care about, and make sure to like and subscribe for more amazing content on the best Roblox games. See you next time. Today, I'll be tackling one of the Roblox community classics and the best game in the one versus all genre, Jailbreak and Murder Mystery 2. I'm switching it up this time, starting with the more popular game. With an amazing 10-year run, dedicated fanbase, and addictive gameplay loop, MM2 has all the traits of a long-lasting game, and it shows with it being more popular than ever before. There are a variety of different maps, but each game... Starting off, the hackers in this game are outrageous. This isn't a deal breaker, but MM2's crate gambling can shit. But back to the gameplay. The neat thing about the places with its 2 unique cities and its vast open land, the devs haven't properly implemented it. I wouldn't be talking about them if they were completely failed at what they tried to accomplish. Now it's time for the rating.